Welcome to Grace 365, a ministry of Messiah Community Church. I'm Pastor Wayne, back with you today with another little tidbit about Moses. Now, Moses was an intimate guy with God. I mean, he knew God inside and out. And when he asked God, "Who are you?" God told him exactly who he was, which is a really cool thing for us to know, because God wanted Moses to really understand him. So God describes himself to him. I read this yesterday to you. Exodus chapter 34, verses 6 through 7. The Lord passed by before him and proclaimed, the Lord, the compassionate and gracious God, slow to anger and abounding in loyal love and faithfulness. God doesn't just have a little bit of love for us. He has abounding love for us and abounding faithfulness to us. Now, Moses is the guy that God is his go-to guy for the deliverance. So he tells this revelation of who he is. I am the work of revelation that secures grace. And he wants that word passed on to the generations after Moses. So he says, keeping loyal love for thousands. Keeping loyal love for thousands. God just isn't picking out a few. He's for thousands. Forgiving iniquity and transgression and sin. Is there anything in there that he allows us to keep? He's forgiving all of it. Iniquity, transgression, and sin. But he by no means leaves the guilty unpunished. People aren't getting away with everything. Responding to the transgression of fathers by dealing with the children and the children's children to the third and the fourth generation. Now, in the Old King James, it says, visiting the iniquities of the fathers unto the children to the third and the fourth generation. But what we really find out about that is that this visiting that he does, or dealing with the children and the children's children, really what he is doing is he's bringing back to those children, and he's saying, listen, this is what your fathers did that didn't work out well for them. I'm going to give you another opportunity to fly right. That's an awesome God. What a compassionate God. God has spent the last 6,000 years speaking to mankind, saying, listen, this is how you do it. This is how you make it work in this world that I set up for you. He's given us instruction how to love each other, how to love him, how to obtain by faith everything we couldn't obtain with our physical work. He tells us over and over again how to obtain access to his favor. The biggest way, know who he is. Find out who God is. Discover all the intimate stuff you can discover about him, because it'll change your life. Go forth today. Own your day for God's glory and for your good.